So one of my viewers told me, what about some AP Nunu? And I was like, yeah, sure. So luckily for all of us, we have some Chinese Nunu AP gameplay completely blasting apart people. And you see the scores, you see everything. It's absolutely insane. But the question is, why are we running Magi's Soul Stealer? Magi's Soul Stealer is such a bait item and you should really not buy this item. It really is a bait and just don't do it to yourself. Nonetheless, there are a few secrets I want you to talk about. Shield Bash. You see it in the bottom left as a rune and it actually works on jungle camps and minions in general. So he just chomps a minion here. What is the plan of this guy? He chomps the small croc and immediately goes for the invade. What was the purpose of chomping that small one? Is it to get an accelerated level? Is it to just bait the enemy? I mean, most jungles actually start red buff. And if you see enemy mid lane coming here, we already see an instantaneous rotation and an instant death. 50 people make their appearance here. But it's very interesting, why would a Lilia ever start red buff? I've never seen this in my life, that a Lilia starts red buff. Why? What is the purpose? What is the point of doing that? Why not path for your top lane Yone and save him? Put him into a good spot to carry. So yeah, already starting the game with very interesting things happening. Also, by the way, if you start on Crux as Lilia, you actually got a mana. Nice transition here, pulling both camps together, really nicely done. We'll still hit level 4 after this lovely Grump. On his way to level 5 as well. We'll not hit it off the Scuttlecrab. Scuttlecrab is too little XP nowadays, so here we are. And we see a little mid lane gank maneuver with the snowball. Or the goo ball rolling into mid lane. Where is your flash now, brother? It is gone and you're dead. Showmaker question mark and the Nunu just say nope. Not on my watch. Lilia's level 3. What are they doing? What are you flashing away from? I don't understand what's happening. I am confused. As much as you are probably confused, it's a wild thing that's happening here. Ooh, my biggest hatred. Oh, so Lilia stole away the red buff. Okay. My biggest hatred is when people do not kill. Oh my god, that was so adorable. Come here. My biggest hatred is when people don't kill the small Krugs when they can do it relatively fast. Locating the enemy support champion, that knockup actually connects and we get a free kill again. One of the strongest parts of playing Nunu is, well, ganks. Your annoying snowball is an absolute death sentence once it connects, because any third ability will almost always guarantee the lockdown, and if you're playing AP, the damage of your second ability is going to skyrocket. And look at the confidence here. First he was like, oh, let me build real items, and then it's like, nope, I'm feeling that I'm going to get really fat this game. But again, I advise you to simply not go for Magi's Soul Stealer. It is very bait purchase and you should definitely not go for it. But I'm very curious about the horizon focus within this build and how it specifically works, and maybe it even has a specific interaction with how the second ability functions. Maybe it just matters where he started. What is Lilia doing? Maybe it just matters where you start casting your second ability. What is Lilia doing? Like, what is Lilia doing? I don't get it. And Pantheon looks back to mid lane, making sure that there's no platings transferred into the enemy's pocket. And we chomp this, or we smite this blue buff away. And Sona's backing us up, as every support should do if possible, with sneak kill and invades. And yeah, we're stealing away so much from the enemy team. We have 8 Magi stacks so far. So the gamble might actually be paying off for us, unless we have a little oopsie and then it's all gone. But yeah, by the way, how are you feeling about the current patch, and how are you looking forward to the massive update of 5.2 in the future? Are you looking forward to it? Are you being very upset about what they're doing? Like, just let me know in the comments below about your feelings about the incoming patch. And maybe even let me know about the balance faults you have, because don't forget, they're going to remove light and rune items, and I really wonder if they're going to stay, like if some of these items and the changes to the items will actually stick around, or if we go fully back to the old items, like old Horizon Focus, old Harmonic, old Rabadon, or if they just remove the negative parts of these items and keep all the new changes to the items. So the items don't make you lose HP anymore, but you simply gain only the benefits. Nunu third ability is such a massive damage spell. Lilia coming in, Yone in the pit here. Nunu has everything available to his name. Lilia is speeding away, and there's a Jace here as well. Yone comes around to the corner with the ultimate, but this is going to be an absolute massacre with the ultimate of the Nunu. It's just too much damage. 13 stacks now. This Herald, oh, he's locked in the animation, so he's going to permanently regen HP. Okay. Herald will be secured. Enemy is an absolute shambles. Garen got the Herald. It's actually pretty bad for the Nunu. It's pretty bad. Brother, there are people below you. You need to go. Flashes forward, chomps the Kaiser, briefly knockups the Lux, but she just walks away with the flash over the wall. Now the Lilia is still here. And the Nunu range is connecting, but not close enough to get the proc of the third ability. But we're getting very close towards the Horizon Focus spike, so maybe we can finally see if there's like a hidden interaction with Nunu and this item. Because it's WildRift after all, we never know, and every single day you might learn something new. Hexflash being channeled by Jay is absolutely griefing. Nunu also making a big mistake by casting his third ability, getting knocked away, but it doesn't really matter, it's too much damage. AP Nunu is just too fed, and the poor Jace doesn't have enough damage to deal with him so far. Oh, you will regret that one, Mr. Yone. Q freeing forward, getting blocked here as well, but the Yone DPS is so high. That was so much DPS by the Yone champion. Actually absurd DPS. Now Garen here on the scuttle. Who will get the scuttle? Smite it away. Now we will probably clear the wolf camp and recall. Lilia is busy ganking the bottom side of the map, and now we have the recall, and now we finally see if there's a secret. Nice purchase. If you purchase towards the Rabadon by amplifying tombs, they grant you more AP than the alternatives for just a slight change in gold, so keep that one in mind. It's very free and it's a lot of extra ability power you get for free. But don't become a librarian unless you go for Rabadons. And don't rush Rabadons as your first item, never do this, it's absolutely terrible. We're rolling it down, looking for another opportunity. Now show me if there's a hidden Well, I was really hoping to see a hidden interaction, but then there was a Lux binding under a brush and we just instantly die. That is definitely not the angle we were going for, but I guess it is what we have to deal with nowadays. Another Lux binding connecting, and another death, and another Yone ultimate connecting here. Will the Sona die? Sona, you need to auto-attack somebody. Sona, you need to use your spells. I guess not. She even had her passive stacked, and she just didn't do anything. Okay, Snowball being ready here. Does it work? It does work! The Snowball actually revealed the people. AP Nunu. But it actually worked, even though it wasn't further away. That's crazy. A little Trompulus in the jungle here. So, with that in mind, I wonder which champion could also benefit from that one if they have a unique interaction with the item. Because as it seems, as we've all seen, Nunu's second ability seems to have a unique interaction where it only depends where you started casting your second ability, and then if you walk into an enemy champion, it then still applies as if you casted it 90 years away. 90 kilometers away. So here we see it again. Gets CC'd though, gets nearly one popped, has to use the ultimate to survive. With the snowballs it works as intended. They need to reach a certain distance before the Hypershock passive activates. Yone comes around the corner, big damage by the Yone, but he nearly gets one shot and ooh, he doesn't burn to death from Ignite and Red buff. Oh, we have so much gold in our pocket. Not going to try and go for the kill down there, very unlikely for him to reach in time. Rather wants to steal away the enemy jungle here. Gets one camp, immediately bounces, doesn't even want to go for more. Wants to find a proper reset angle, I assume, before the next dragon spawns. Meanwhile, while we're talking about this, my cat is looking at me with a ball in the mouth, asking to play. What a cute goblin. Guarantee peeing down. What is happening here? But now we have a fully completed Rabadon. Prophet's Pendant being purchased as well. Very powerful item. Probably the most powerful component in the entire game. And now another iteration of fighting the enemy with a massive snowball. What is Lilia doing? Righteous Glory being popped. Mistake happens with the wall. Hypershot being procced on the maximum range on E. And we get a free pickup again. And many of you don't know, the damage amplification of your Horizon Focus, it has no cooldown. So that is something that many people don't know. It has no cooldown, which makes it a very good second item for mages. Like you have Boots of Mana, you have Ludin's Echo, and you have Horizon Focus. The big difference between Horizon Focus and, for example, Infinity Orb, Horizon Focus grants you a lot of haste and a permanent 9% damage increase if you hit enemy champions. That is not to underestimate. On the other hand, Infinity Orb grants you Magic Pen with the broken component, which is Prophet's Pendant. And if the enemy is low, you get even more damage on top. You can even argue that maybe building one Prophet's Pendant, like an extra Prophet's Pendant, and not completing the item could be very good as well. But it is only mandatory if you run Sudden Impact on champions or are able to run Sudden Impact. Yeah, it works. So for Nunu's second ability, we confirmed it again. It matters where you start casting that ability. And then if you travel enough distance, you will guarantee that the Hypershot passive will be procced. It's a very interesting, unique interaction. That I definitely didn't know about, but now I've learned. So yeah, and you will learn as well. Ultimate being cast, unoutsmiteable. Immediate death sentence for the deer, but the enemy team is going for a massive push here. They did proper macro, they couldn't do anything about the Nasher as they believed, so they went for the alternative and got an inhibitor in the meantime. Now we have a chase down situation in the mid lane. The snowball connects, the Kaiser falls, gets chomped alive after being completely clapped by a snowball. But yeah, that is what I love about WildRift. Sometimes the most weird things that don't make any sense actually make sense once you take a closer look, because I wouldn't gotten the idea to check if Horizon Focus had like such a unique interaction with Nunu, but it apparently has, so here we are. And it even gives you more information when you gank, because if you hit an enemy champion with the Hypershot passive of Horizon Focus, like the cooldown one, where it reveals people around, you immediately see where other enemy champions are, so you get a basic default wall hack for free. And it's not even cheating, it's just in the game. And he's looking for another play again. This might be a little bit too deep, but he gets an instant kill on that one. Speeds away, goes for another chomp here. Nearly 900 gold on the first strike. Still has ultimate available. Kaiser barely does any damage to him. Will go for another chomp very soon. Flashes in, goes for the knockup, goes for the old channel, and they will get it. Was it a 2200? Yeah, you're dead, bro. But still, that is just a little bit wild. And yeah, let's take a look at the clips at the end. He will always show obviously some stats at the end, but also the clips. So let's just take a look at the clips here. Three kills. Look at the damage. It's such a nice interaction. Oh, Viego Shinshin. Hitbox? Grabbed into the snowball and immediately killed. I would be so pissed. Gets hooked. Oh, he will... Look at that shield. Boom. Yep. Immediately one shot. And another one. He's rolling in. Gets a massive snowball. Doesn't die immediately, survives and chomps all of them alive. That must be so... No. Why? And that marks the end of this video. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon for more RiftGuides content. Take care.